From the phone in your pocket to the fridge in your kitchen, every connected device is a potential doorway into your digital life. But is that door locked? Welcome to today's Explainer. We're going to be diving into the often overlooked vulnerabilities that are literally hiding in plain sight, right inside our own homes. Today, we're really talking about a massive mindset shift. We need to move away from just being passive consumers of all this convenient tech, and instead, step up and become proactive defenders of our digital perimeter. I mean, think about it. We bring these devices into our most private spaces, kind of just assuming they're safe right out of the box. But as we're about to see, well, that's a pretty dangerous assumption to make. So here's our diagnostic menu for today. We'll start with the invisible open door, then look at the anatomy of a hack, dive into the firmware update paradox, explore mobile and 5G vulnerabilities, and finally wrap up with hardening your digital perimeter. Now, the threats we'll cover are absolutely real, but stick with me because by the end of this explainer, you're going to have a concrete checklist to lock everything down tight. All right, let's jump right in. Section 1, the invisible open door, IoT's hidden risks. The core issue we're facing here is that these smart devices, well, they were designed primarily for utility. Defense and cybersecurity, yeah, those were largely left as an afterthought. Just wrap your head around this number for a second. 88%. Research actually shows that 88% of people surveyed own some kind of IoT device in their household. But here is where the disconnect happens. Nearly half of those users wrongly assume that the manufacturers alone are taking care of the security. And because of that assumption, they literally do zero to protect them. But the reality? Manufacturers are usually rushing to ship products fast and cheap, which leaves some massive, gaping holes in security. Moving on to Section 2, Anatomy of a Hack, Modern Trojan Horses. Let's actually break down what happens when we ignore these everyday connected devices. Okay, I want you to consider this absolutely wild anecdote. A major casino in North America literally had its high roller database hacked. Now, how do you think the attackers got in? It wasn't through some highly guarded server or a careless employee's laptop. Nope, it was through a smart fish tank thermometer sitting right there in the casino's lobby. Hackers found a flaw in this totally unencrypted thermometer, used it to gain a tiny foothold in the network, and then just yanked that high roller data right up into the cloud. It's crazy, right? But it perfectly shows how the most innocent-looking gadget can easily become your absolute biggest liability. So if we look at the top OWASP IoT vulnerabilities, it really reveals the hidden mechanics of why this happens so easily. First off, manufacturers love leaving hard-coded default passwords, like admin, baked right into the device. On top of that, they often transmit your data completely unencrypted, meaning basically anyone snooping on the network can intercept it. Add in some outdated components and expose debug interfaces, and well, it's a recipe for disaster. We're not talking about some super advanced sci-fi hacking techniques here. These are just fundamental security oversights being exploited every single day. Which brings us to a really crucial statistic. Up to 60% of IoT breaches trace directly back to unpatched firmware. Now, firmware operates deep down in the system, totally below the radar of your traditional antivirus tools. It's running the bootloaders, the embedded logic of the device itself. If an attacker manages to compromise your device down at that firmware level, they're basically a ghost, is virtually invisible to standard security software. This leads us perfectly into Section 3, the firmware update paradox, security versus bloat. So if unpatched firmware is causing 60% of these breaches, why on earth aren't people just updating their stuff? Well, it boils down to this dangerous, set it and forget it mentality, mixed with some very real, very understandable frustration. Here's the catch. When you try to update a device, you don't just get the security patches you need. You're usually forced to swallow these massive monolithic updates. You basically have to trade critical network protection for all this unwanted feature bloat, annoying behavior changes, and a lot of the time, slower device performance. You can't just say, hey, only give me the security fix. And because of this incredibly frustrating paradox, a lot of folks just actively dodge the updates entirely. They're prioritizing how the device runs today over the safety of their entire network tomorrow. And honestly, this snowballs into a much bigger issue when we hit the end of life stage. Think about it. How long do you keep a refrigerator or a home security camera? Probably 10, maybe 20 years, right? But the manufacturer's firmware support, that usually just vanishes after 3 to 5 years. Once that happens, your device is stuck with permanent security vulnerabilities and literally zero path to fix them. There are no more patches coming, ever. That smart project you invested in, it basically transforms into a ticking security liability sitting right there on your network.
All right, Section 4, Mobile and 5G Vulnerabilities, Pockets of Risk. Let's shift gears for a minute, away from the smart appliances in our homes, and talk about the incredibly powerful computers we carry around in our pockets every single day.
You know, you might think your shiny new 5G smartphone is totally bulletproof, but some recent research utilizing an AI framework proved that is definitely not the case. This AI actually uncovered hidden security flaws in over 540 different 5G smartphone models out there. The flaw hides in this tiny split-second gap right before your phone actually verifies that a cell tower is authentic. So an attacker with some pretty cheap radio equipment could theoretically exploit this to set up a fake cell tower, crash the phones nearby, and completely cut off data, even emergency communications. It just goes to show that even the absolute latest, greatest network standards still have their blind spots.
So how do the two major players actually handle this kind of device security? Well, Apple's iOS uses a closed, really stringent ecosystem that lets them push out uniform, prompt security updates and keep encryption standardized across every single device. Android, on the other hand, being open source, gives you this incredible flexibility. Plus, they have a massive vulnerability reward program. But the ecosystem is fundamentally fragmented. Updates and encryption standards vary wildly depending on who actually made the phone. What that means is, if you have an older or maybe a budget Android device, it might be left completely vulnerable for a lot longer before it ever sees a crucial fix. Okay, time to pivot. Section 5, Hardening your digital perimeter. Protect your devices. We've talked about the problems, now let's get into the solutions. I'm going to walk you through a fast-paced, super practical guide to basically becoming your own digital bodyguard. Honestly, the absolute single most powerful tool in your arsenal here is called network segmentation. Now, I know that sounds incredibly technical, but it's actually super simple. It just means taking all your IoT devices, your smart TV, those fancy light bulbs, your smart fridge, and putting them on a completely separate Wi-Fi network from the one you use for your laptop, your phone, and definitely your online banking. Most modern routers will actually let you set up a guest Wi-Fi network in just a couple of clicks. By doing this, if a hacker somehow compromises your smart thermometer, they're trapped on that guest network. They literally hit a brick wall and cannot cross-contaminate your sensitive personal data. It is a total game changer. Next up, we really have to destroy that whole set it and forget it danger. Here are 4 concrete steps to lock things down. Number 1. The exact second you buy a device, change the default admin password. Make it long, at least 12 characters. Number 2, log into your router and make sure your Wi-Fi is actually using WPA3 encryption, or, WPA2 at the absolute bare minimum. Number 3, actively check for and apply those firmware updates for both your devices and your router. And number 4, dig into those device apps and completely disable remote access unless you absolutely genuinely need it for the thing to function. To take it a step further and truly harden that perimeter, I've got some rapid-fire pro tips for you. Remember, security is a continuous process, not just a one-time setup. Try to audit your devices monthly. Take a peek at your router's app and just check the logs for any weird logins or devices you don't recognize. Also, consider hiding your network's SSID. There's no reason to broadcast your Wi-Fi name to the entire neighborhood. And finally, this is probably the hardest pill to swallow. When a device reaches its end of life and stops getting those security patches, you really need to replace that hardware, even if it still turns on and seems perfectly fine. So, I want to leave you with this thought today. I challenge you, right now, as this explainer wraps up, just take a look around your house. Look at that smart TV, the connected thermostat, maybe that video doorbell. Have you audited the digital perimeter of your home network lately? Are those invisible doors actually locked? Or have you been leaving them wide open? If you're surprised by how many devices need securing, and if you found this explainer helpful in taking back control of your digital life, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for more essential guides. Stay safe out there, stay secure, and we'll catch you in the next one.